So like in this example that Aruni has given us, in England there is a queen, Queen Elizabeth II. And she is very old. She is like 95 years old. And so she said that in the news says that Queen Elizabeth will not have any more official duties, or she will not make decisions like she used to. She will have less power. And Charles is the prince who will become the king, but because Queen Elizabeth is still alive, he cannot become the king until Elizabeth is dead. So Charles will do the work of the king, will have the power of the king, but not the title. He will still be Prince Charles, not King Charles. So in this example, Queen Elizabeth II will become queen in name only. She is the queen, she has the title queen, but she does not have the power. She does not do the work. And then Charles will be king in all but name. He will be king, he will have all the power, he will do all the work, but he will have no title. So that's the difference in all but name and in name only. Good? That's very good. Good morning, Susie. So good. So that okay. So what about So that conversation about the Queen and the King of England is important for our study of English, because in the English-speaking world, or in the West, let's say, in North America and in Europe, the Queen of England is the most famous monarch, is the most famous ruler, the most famous queen or king. And really one of the last queens in the Western world. So like you had the king for 70 years. He was the king for 70 years, the one who died last year. And he was the longest, we would say the longest reigning monarch, or the longest ruling king in, in modern times. He was the king the longest out of anybody in the world. So he was very long. But in the West, in the English-speaking world, we did not know too much about Thailand and about the Thai king. we knew a lot about the Queen of England, and now, someday soon, King Charles and Prince Henry and all the royal family of England is very much important to people in the West. That's what we think of when we think of king and queen. So good. So, how are you doing? How are you feeling today?
You come back.
Lena, are you okay? Are you feeling okay? You feel good? Good. I'm glad to hear that. And how about you? How are you today? Good? And did you do anything last night? What did you do last night?
I on Facebook my friend.
You Facebooked your friend. Oh, very nice. Good. That's for me. It's a note to myself. I know what that means. You don't need to know what that says. Okay, good. So Facebooked your friend. Very nice. Now, do you have a lot of friends on Facebook?
Many friends.
Yes? Many friends, yes. Good. And you talk to your friends on Facebook often? Or a lot? Yes? Okay, good. Good for you. That's very nice. And I'm sorry, what is your name? Sue. Okay, great. Sue. Welcome, Sue. Thank you. Do you know something, Sue? My mother's name is Sue. But you are not my mother. But my mother's name is Sue. Okay, you know that. I know that. That's good. That's very good. So, Sue, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good, fine, thank you. And you have been, when did you start coming to this class? Last week?
I not remember.
You don't remember? Just today. Today's your first day.
Yes.
Good, well, welcome. And what did you do last night, Sue?
I'm watching TV
Watch TV
in my home.
in your home.
Yes.
Very good. What did you watch on TV? Movie. Many movies. That's good. Good. Good movies. Good movies. And Sai, how about you? How are you today? Good. Thank you. And is that a Thai English dictionary that you have? Ooh, very nice. Good, good, good. And what did you do last night?
I live pocket.
For spell it. How do you spell it?
FOLKTALE.
Oh, okay. You read. You read this. Okay. Nice. Good. Thank you. That's very. Did you like it? Did you enjoy the folk tale? Okay. Oh, they're coming to get you. They're coming to steal you. You stay here. You stay here. She's with us now. Leave her alone. Okay. So this cord here. This word here, new word, new word.
Viewer.
Folk tale. Folk tale. Folk means people. Tale means story. So a folk tale is a story of the people. But what this means is that it is a story of the people who are not the rich people, who are not the kings. It's a story of regular people, or of, yeah, that's true. Let's put that down. So there are some folk tales that are stories that people told a long time ago, and that they help us they teach a lesson. So some folk tales will teach a lesson, some will be about princes and princesses and kings and queens. But a folk tale just means a story of regular people stories. So that's very good. Folk tale, very good. Then Paul, how are you today? You couldn't be better. Glad to hear that. Well, why? Why are you so happy today?
Yes, because I am very old, I can walk, I can study, I can speak to friends, and have friends and think.
Oh, good. So because life is good. Good for you. Good for you. And so with all your free time, what did you do last night?
And how my sister.
Your sister?
Yes.
Oh, okay, very good. And how is she doing?
She good and you know,
Okay. But how is she doing?
it was very, very hard.
Oh, this is how is she is just like how is she? How is she?
She very rich, but she has many problems.
Many problems. Okay. Okay.
Talk to me to solve many problems.
Okay. Well, good. I hope you can help her.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Very good. And how are you this morning? Good. Yeah. Okay. Glad to hear it. Well, very good. And what did you do last night?
I watching movie
Oh yeah. What movie?
and remember
Don't remember. What kind of movie was it? Was it a romantic movie? Fighting. So, an action movie. An action movie. Wow. Well, very good. I guess that was really bothering you. I didn't know. Good. So an action movie. So did you like the action movie? Good. Good. Very, very good. And welcome. Well, how are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. And what did you do last night?
Nothing.
Nothing in particular. Just sitting around the house
Watching TV.
watching TV. Movies?
And chit-chat on
Oh, yeah.
line.
Online? What, you on Facebook or on
Online. On my iPhone.
oh, your iPhone? Oh, okay. Okay, good, good. And all your friends are okay? Are doing good?
Yes.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Very interesting life. Tim! Hello, Tim.
Nice meeting you again. Let me see you again.
Great seeing you too, Tim. So, Tim, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
99%.
99%. So there's that 1%. You don't know. Yeah, I like that. 99%. Great. And what have you been up to? See, I like this. What have you been up to, Tim?
Last night,
Oh, whatever. I don't know. Last week.
I tried to calm down.
Calm down.
Yes.
That's good. That can be hard.
Yes.
Did you succeed?
Maybe half.
Maybe halfway.
Yeah.
Maybe 50%.
Yes.
Okay. But you're feeling okay today?
Yeah. That's fine. I tried.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
That's why I came here.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I hope this is calming for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Good. And Rooney. Oh my gosh, Rooney, you're here. It's crazy. So, how are you? You good?
Good.
You good. And what have you been up to?
Last night I read the Thai newspaper.
Oh yeah. And what was the big story in the Thai newspaper?
About your country.
My country.
Yes.
Excuse
We
me?
have a mob and strike about racism,
Oh yeah,
black and white.
that's right. I heard that. I wasn't there, but so yeah. So that's the big story, huh? Yeah. That's difficult. Okay. And what else did you read about?
And some have about Thai student, two Thai students drive a car and fall down the rock mountain.
Oh really?
And just now, one month ago, cannot help them from
And
ชื่อภูเขาเลยแคนยอนเหรอ
Green
แคนยอนเอาเป็นแคนยอนภูเขา
and canyon.
ในแคนยอนผู้ชาย
ชื่อ
ผู้ชายว่ะ
แคนยอนอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
เ What's the name? I forgot.
Oh,
They two Thai students.
Was it- is it far from here?
แก่
ไม่แน่ใจ to drive a car to travel then canyon or what canyon anything I don't know.
Oh, is this in the United States?
Yes.
Oh,
วัส
yeah,
ดี
yeah.
วัสดี
And now has accident.
อยากกินกันเยอะเลย
Then
แรงเหรอ
check.
Grand Canyon? Like Black Canyon Coffee?
Now there's accident and
Yeah.
body and the car.
Wow, that's too bad. That's unfortunate.
เป็นศพอะเป็นแตกหัวในรถน้ำท่วมอีก
Okay, well, thank you for sharing the news. And behind it, what's your name again?
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm
La L-A?
R-A-K.
What is it? R-A?
R-A-K.
Like
เลิฟเลิฟ
that?
Usually you spell U, right? But I spell A. K.
Oh, K.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Rock.
But rock.
Rock.
Yes.
มีเลิฟ
Alright. I'm gonna try.
น่าจะใช้ LVX นะคือรัก
It means love. Oh, that.
อ๋อแนวดูแลเกต
LU I think
อย่าเลิฟ that's the meaning meaning
Oh, how. Good for you. Good. Okay, love. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little bit tired.
A little tired, huh? Were you up late last night?
Yeah, thanks to my favorite team.
You're so social. You have so many friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And good. So did you watch any TV last night?
Yeah.
What do you watch on TV?
Just general.
General stuff?
Yeah.
You watch the news? Yeah?
Movies.
Movies?
Stories.
What's your favorite kind of movie?
I watch everything.
Action movies?
I can watch everything. Every movie.
I bet because of your name, you like romantic movies.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, good. And is this your first time here?
I could be here last week. That's Tuesday.
Oh, so you were here with teacher Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Very good. Well, welcome. Hi, my name is Peter. Peter. So I am P-E-T-E-R. Peter. Good. And then this is Changda. Good. So, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
How are you? How has the rain retreat been? Have you been praying a lot during the rain retreat?
Yes.
Good. And how are your studies going? You are studying, but how is that going?
How's that going?
So, like, if I ask you, how are you? You say, I'm good, thank you. So, how are your studies? Or how are your studies going? Are they good? Not so good?
So.
So, okay, all right. And Good. So when will you finish your studies?
About 3 years.
In 3 years?
Yes.
Wow, okay. Good. So a little bit longer to go. 3 more years.
Yes, 3 months.
Good. And Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, Mr. Singh. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yesterday night at PM,
PM?
EM,
AM?
Idiom of
EM,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for you.
Yeah. Okay, but look, Mr. Singh, before we get to that, I want to know a very important question. How are you?
Sorry, bye.
Not, was it oh, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get to this idiom. You don't want to talk to me, that's fine.
Hello. Peter to pay Paul. Hello. Peter to pay Paul.
Was it rob Peter to pay Paul?
To borrow money from one person to pay back what you owe to another person. To take money from one thing to use for something else.
Okay, so 2 names, Peter and Paul. Rob. Rob, what does it mean to rob somebody? When you rob somebody, when you commit a robbery, robbery is a crime. Robbery is a bad thing. What does it mean to rob somebody? To rob. R, that's an R. To rob means what? To steal. Same thing. To steal. To steal or to take without permission. To take without permission.
Yeah.
Permission is saying that you are allowed to do something.
Yeah.
So if you say, may I have permission to take this marker? And I would say, yes, you may take this marker. I give you permission to take this marker. But if you take this marker without permission, then you are stealing it. Then you have robbed me. So to rob is to steal from or to take without permission. So to rob Peter to pay Paul. So on the surface, this phrase means rob, steal. You steal money from a person named Peter to pay a person named Paul. So you're taking money from Peter and giving it to Paul. Now, that's just what it says, the sentence says. But what it means is, so this again has, like, I think a lot of idioms, a lot of phrases in English have Christian religious roots. It comes from the Christian